A horn blast reminded Shauna that she had an appointment to keep. Madame Duval might have arrived. She glanced around expectantly, but the car was hooting to get the attention of a delivery driver blocking the station concourse. The delivery man was scanning a parcel, his rear doors gaping, and didn't even look up as the motorist hooted again. A younger man in a faded green bush hat, standing next to him, did at least give an apologetic wave. One by one, drivers who had collected their passengers edged away, until only a red, open-top 2CV and a silver Mercedes remained. Shauna trundled her cases towards the Mercedes, the more likely make of car for Madame Duval in her mind. A distant relation on Shauna's mother's side of the family, all Shauna knew of Isabelle Duval was that she lived in a wing of the Chateau de Chemignac, and that long ago she'd been a fashion journalist in Paris. She'd married a diplomat and was now widowed. Shauna was to take care of her grandchildren. She was picturing a woman with impeccably groomed grey hair. Isabelle Duval was in her late 60s, X-ray thin, wearing a little black dress. All right, perhaps not black in this heat. Ivory linen, gold bracelets shimmering at her wrists. Pardon? A woman, sweating under the weight of shopping bags, cut in front of Shauna to tap on the Mercedes window. As the driver lowered the glass, Shauna realised the car was a taxi. Not her ride, obviously. The only vehicles remaining were the delivery van and the topless 2CV. Hoping she wouldn't be kept waiting very much longer, Shauna unzipped the smaller of her suitcases and retrieved a cotton shirt. It would protect the back of her neck from the sun. She was fighting to get her arms into it when the young man in the bush hat strode past, the parcel under his arm. He glanced at her through mirrored lenses, and she sensed a moment's interest followed by a dollop of pity. All right for him, literally taking the heat in his stride. Muscular and brown as tropical teak, with a day's growth of stubble. He looked local, though the washed-out T-shirt and low-slung Bermudas could have originated anywhere. Buttoning her shirt to her neck, she watched him approach the red 2CV and place his package in the passenger footwell. So carefully she wondered what the fragile object was inside. He then vaulted into the driver's seat without opening the door. At the turn of his key, music with a heavy bass flared out. Then he was off, hair flying away from his face to reveal dark sideburns and the fact that he was singing. The delivery van driver finished his paperwork and moved off too. And that's when Shauna saw there was one last vehicle in the car park. Its driver was holding up a sign reading Chemignac. "Oh, my God," Shauna breathed. Then, "No, please, anything but that." Chapter 2. It was a two-wheeled cart, a white pony between the shafts. A woman the same age as Shauna, 25 or so, was perched on the box seat, reins held loose in one hand. She wore a red singlet and knee-length shorts that showed off endless tanned limbs. The de rigueur sunglasses hid her expression. What looked like honey-brown hair was shoved under a baseball cap. Even the pony wore a sun hat of knitted tasselled string, fitted around its ears. Every time it tossed its head, the tassels dislodged a cluster of flies. 15 kilometres in the back of a cart, Shauna wailed silently. She wouldn't cook, she'd char-grill. "What kept you?" "I'm Rachel. I run the tourist side of things at Clos de Chemignac. Thought you'd missed the train." The girl spoke French in a fast, bored style that Shauna struggled to follow. She'd once been pretty handy at the language, but had given it up in year 10 in favour of sciences. After saying sorry in English, she corrected herself. "Je suis désolée. I expected Madame Duval." "Get up, will you?" Rachel interrupted. "This is the worst time of day to make a horse stand around. You can see the flies, can't you?" Apologising again, though neither the time of day nor the flies could be considered her fault, Shauna heaved her suitcases over the tailgate. She clambered in, finding a place to perch a second or two before Rachel clicked her tongue and sent the pony forward at a trot. They continued at this brisk pace right through the